YouTube. Let me check. We are live on Kick. We are live. Are we live on YouTube? Yes, we are live on YouTube. And of course, we are live on Twitch. So, let me just post the news here. Going live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. How do I share? Share. Here we go. Copy. Okay, so now I guess everyone knows. Just gonna post this on my Discord. Sorry, I'm a little late, and that everything is so rushed. I had to eat something before I started, so there you go. Now everyone knows. And we can start. What am I streaming? I don't even know. Oh, it's already open. Sweet. Hey! Yeah, I was eating something. I am still eating something, actually, so I am... Hey, Dick Fart. So, sorry, I am still eating something. Oh yeah, no, I know that if you look down here, wait a minute. I wrote it down so that I won't forget. So don't worry about that. We'll do that first thing, for sure. Well, I guess we can jump right into it. Hey, Akira. Akira Yuki. Hey, Eryk. I'll give after Alo is done. I have one more as well as a good one. Okay. And we're back. Yes. Welcome everyone. Is everyone coming in from Twitch, or is someone on YouTube or Kick? I doubt anyone is on Kick. Yeah, 0 viewers. YouTube is always the last one to connect for some reason. Looks like everyone in the chat is from Twitch. So I guess everyone is on Twitch. For some reason, YouTube is the last one to connect. Not sure why. Well, let me just close Blue Sky and X, and I'm going to close the Discord as well. Yay, I knew you'd come around. Yeah, sorry, I was eating something. I learned very quickly that if I don't eat something before I start streaming, I get hungry in the middle, and it kind of ruins everything for me, because without food, my brain doesn't work as well. I also tend to get very grumpy when I'm hungry. So my prompt for my weekly drawing is going to be city today. That's awesome. On Twitch over here. Yeah, everyone I think is on Twitch. So where were we? Oh yeah, we need to draw. So Cat from Kenny and Shark, Kenny the Shark, and Cleo from Tutenstein. Let me see the request. I closed Discord and I'm gonna have to open it all over again. That's okay. Let me see. Where is it? Here we go. So Kat is a little Chinese, Japanese, Oriental girl. I don't know. And Cleo is like Cleopatra, maybe? I don't know. So we'll draw these two. I need to set up a little island here. I think I can get rid of this now. So where do we have space for two girls to be doing something? I guess I'll do it down here. Right next to the metal slug. And need to go here. So one of these X's is going to be occupied now. Sweet. Let me see. Let me make the size of the font a little bit bigger so that I can read it from far away. So proper this time. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing okay. Are you talking to me, or are you talking between yourselves? Rust, oh yay. I'm doing okay, and we are back. Hi Akira, hi SMK. How are you? I'm gonna post my stuff. I'm a Twitcher. Twitcher? You're on Twitch as well? Twitch. Oh, you were replying what platform you were on. Okay, gotcha. I like Twitch better for streaming. Same, to be honest. By the way, I like the new textbook chat box. Yeah, that's one of the amazing things that I managed to do on the new program, is get a transparent chat box, for which the other program for some reason didn't want to let me do that without paying. This one is a free program, so I am super happy now with that. And let's get underway. Okay, here. So, whoops, want to draw in black, and we want to draw a little bit thinner than this. There you go. So I'm gonna draw a little island here real quick. Hey Akira, are you still in there? Because I don't think did you request anything already? Oh, you were the one that said the thing about K-pop Demon Hunter, right? Or was it someone else? I think it was you. Yep, Rumi. Okay, so we got. I wanted to make sure that we got a little something from everyone. But of course, if you want to add something else, that would be awesome as well, because everyone has added a few things here and there. So server alert, severe alert. Oh, it looks like it's gonna rain really hard here in Sao Paulo. So if my stream goes out or something, it's probably because the light went out. So in case that happens, you guys already know. Because unfortunately, infrastructure is not one of the great things here we have in Brazil. Also, we have heavy rains. The rains that we have here during summer are like tropical rains. So there's that as well. It's not just the infrastructure. I mean, it kind of is, because you'd think that a country that has rains like this every year would be prepared, right? But no, that is not the Brazilian way. The Brazilian way is to do the least amount of infrastructure possible and pray to God that nothing will go wrong. And then when something does go wrong, you pray to God that it will get better soon. So yeah, that's the Brazilian way. So I'm gonna make this island here real quick. You have your haircut today. Okay, no worries. I think I'm gonna try to keep these streams at 3 hours, because yesterday was like a very good streaming day for me. I didn't get super tired. Not that I get super tired, but it is a little bit um, tiresome to stream when you go over 3 hours. You need to have some stamina, you know. And I forgot to get um, my water bottle, which I will get in a minute. So let me get some references here for Clio. So Clio, okay, so more or less this size. Why does it keep going to white? So this is going to be Cleo. And she has like a crazy hair. Like this. Little ears. Like that. What do I make her doing now? Playing volley, maybe? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think, chat? What do you think these girls should be doing? Oh, my neck. Because we've had people playing badminton. We've had guys fighting with lightsabers. Fighting with bazookas. Water balloons. Yeah, that's cool. Perfect, thank you. So, something like this. What does she have, a shirt on? Let me see the reference again. Yeah, a little shirt like this. And she has some things on her wrist. Like this. And she's kind of gonna be already wet. Because she was already hit. And that's more or less it for her. She has some wide ankles, so I think I'm gonna make that like this. And her name is Cleo, right? So Cleo. And the other girl is, what is her name? Cat. She's a little oriental girl, and her face is like a triangle almost. Like this. Oh, Jesus. Someone hit something very hard out in the street. She has freckles, but it's so small that I don't think I better not even draw it. Okay, so that's and she's gonna be like, she just threw a water balloon like this, maybe. And she has a little shirt that goes like that. And she wears sandals for some reason. And then she's gonna have like a little pile of water balloons here. And she's gonna have a little pile of water balloons here. And her hair is black. So let me fill it in here. Oops, that was her neck. Okay, now she has, her hair is actually kind of dark brown in the back and light brown in the front, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And what is her name again? Cat. um, I'm playing a sport, but you already did sports, water balloons. Yeah, okay. So I guess I did that on this little thing. I kind of want to do more, like maybe a tree. Oops. To make it a little bit more cozy, maybe. I wonder if I should color this, because the coloring of this is going to be, it might be more boring. I don't know. As a streaming thing. Maybe I'll do it off stream, or maybe I'll just not color it at all. Sorry, I have something in my throat. I just ate, so I think it might be something because of that. My next suggestion, Grazer from Disney Illusion Island video game with Mickey Mouse. Grazer. Let me see who this is. Can't I copy this? Oh, there you go. Give me a second to see what this is. Grazer. Is he like a pink? What is that? A crocodile? Some kind of pink monster? Yep, he's pink. Yeah, off stream or black and white is good. He looks like a king, kinda. Oh, okay. The only thing with this program is that I can't really see how many people are watching, or if I can, I'm not sure where it is. Can I see it? Maybe I need to turn something on. Uh, Game girl, what? Art collaboration collab. Challenge. I don't know. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't see it here. You can also add Mickey if you want with Grazer, since Mickey is the protagonist of the game. Oh, it's a game? It looks like a cartoon on the things that I saw. It's a game. Let me see again. It looks totally like a cartoon. How is this a game? Oh, there are parts that look like a game. Is this like a mobile game? This is so weird. I can't understand what kind of game it is. Is it just a platformer? I don't know. Well, whatever. I'll just draw the. Why does he have a blindfold always? Is this Grazer a girl? uh, Switch and other consoles. It's obscure. It's a platformer. Yeah. Well, he's kind of a weird villain. It's a male. So kind of like that pink boss that shoots eggs from his mouth. He has a very feminine kind of appearance from Mario 2, I think, right? That was kind of like a she-male kind of I don't know. He was a male character, but was pink with eyelashes and stuff like that. So Beardo, yeah, I never remember that character's name. Anywho, so I think that's okay for this little island. I kind of want to make someone up here. like an owl or something. There. But with Grazer, he is called Maisie at first and was helping Mickey and company, but then reveals his true intentions. He was the villain all along. Yeah, it's confusing. Okay. Well, I'm going to draw him. We are running out of space, I guess. We're gonna have to draw smaller and smaller things here. Otherwise, we are going to run out of space. So I guess I'm gonna draw him here. But I need to draw him interacting with someone or something. Maybe I'll do him on the top of this. Let me get the reference here. Just a second. I got an idea. I'm going to make him interacting with that bird. Why does it keep changing to white? And why is he always blindfolded? Wait a minute. It's more like this. does he have on the top of his head? I need to find an image that shows it. Oh, I have to find an image maybe later on. Because I can't see what's at the top of his head. It's some kind of thing here, but I don't know. I'll leave it like that for now. But yeah. He has a tail? Is that a tail? I don't even know. It has some kind of a thing like this. Not sure what that is, but it is there. I think that's it, more or less. And then I'm gonna make him looking down at him. It's throwing like a little rock. What's his name again? Grazer? Grazer. Talk about obscure characters, huh? I think that's good enough. Okay. So there has to be a way to find out how many people are watching, right? View, open encoder view, take screenshot. Wow, this is interesting. But this doesn't show me how many people are watching live. Well, I can't find an option for that here, so yeah. Oh, maybe I can do like a widget. Confetti, chat, activity, combo, spotlight, wheel spin. Oh, there's a wheel spinner here. Recent activity, goals, confetti falls, stopwatch, subathon timer, countdown timer, progress bar, social handles, counter, chat highlight. What is a counter? Huh? What is this? Well, I'm watching. Thank you so much, Digfart. You are the best. But I would like to know if there are like people lurking and that kind of stuff. What is this counting anyway? Can I change this? I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna delete it. Counter. How do I remove this? Okay, there you go. Rectangle, markdown, text, duplicator, browser, image, media source, game capture, display capture, and video device. Well, doesn't look like I have that option here. Eating supper. Supper? You're eating supper? You were lurking while you ate supper? Lurking is such a weird name for that, don't you think? It seems suspicious. People who lurk are very suspicious to me. Well, like I can see several things that are completely useless to me, like frames per second, disk space. Well, that's not completely useless. Frames per second is good to see as well. Live, we've been on for 45 minutes, but I cannot for the life of me find out how to see how many people are watching. Well, I'll try not to waste too much time on that. You should add more funny things like the drunktopus. The drunktopus. But he's so big. Maybe try something smaller. Whoops. There's going to be a staircase here. Actually, this looks kind of weird. I'm gonna take this off. Leave it just like that. So, whoops. Hey, activate. The eraser did not want to activate for me for some reason. So something like that. Yeah, the eraser is like trolling me sometimes. I click on it, it doesn't click. This thing has been here for so long. It's like an ancient Rubik's Cube. That little plants are growing on it. Some kind of giant monster is here. It's kind of like diving into the clouds here. Or into the mist. I'm so curious to see how many people are watching. Well, we have 6 on, well, 5 now on Twitch. YouTube is still connecting for some reason. And we have 1 on Twitch. That's interesting. Oh, maybe it's me because I'm connected. I don't know. So yeah, not sure what is going on there. Just guess I'm just gonna leave it on Twitch for now. It's funny that it is saying that I am streaming on YouTube on the program, but on the site I can't see it for some reason. Sorry, I'm just checking a few things out here to see if I can view my YouTube channel. Shorts, home, YouTube. How do I watch the streams on YouTube anyway? I never watched a stream on YouTube. Stream. Let me see. Maybe Alex Sanlira. Alex Sanlira stream. 4 viewers. Oh, is this it? Yeah, it did connect. I just heard myself saying, oh, it connected. So, oh, it's over? What the fuck? Is this the previous one? I don't know. Nothing makes sense. Oh, it is. It is the previous one. It's not the one that I'm doing right now. Which is weird. It went straight to YouTube without even asking me. Well, that's kind of convenient actually, because now I don't have to upload it to YouTube. It's going to be there. Let me check my channel for a second. Sorry guys, I'm still, kind of learning this whole thing. I know that this isn't what you guys tuned in to watch. It's not on my videos though. Where is that video being hosted? Alex and Lyra. That's weird. I guess I'll have to figure it out later. Live. Oh, there's a new place for this. 1 hour ago. So this still isn't my current stream. Well, whatever. As long as Twitch... Shiza, hi. Hey, Shiza. What is up with you? Do you want to add something to our little drawing here? I am adding all sorts of crazy stuff to this artwork here. Each little character on each little level was suggested by a different person. Well, not a different person. Some people gave several suggestions, but yeah, I did a little Sonic phase here with Dr. Eggman and all sorts of craziness. If you want to add something, shoot. We still have some space here and there to add stuff. Oh, I don't think Shiza is a new person. Shiza has popped in a few times before. Right, Shiza? Maybe they're the kind of person that just comes in, says hi, and then vanishes. We have some of those sometimes, you know? They're all mixed between Godzilla and a cat. A mixture between a Godzilla and a cat. Let me see. For this, I might have to do some actual sketching here. So Godzilla, something really big in the background here. But instead of being a Godzilla, it's like a little kitty. Let's see. There you go. Whoops. You like that? Yeah, thanks. So we now have a giant cat, Godzilla kind of creature in the background. No doubt he's going to be causing some havoc, as cats always do. And this part looks a little weird. Although maybe I need to make him a little, let me see here. 20, well, 33 maybe. A little lighter, like he's in the background, so he shouldn't be so dark. Oh, I forgot to put music again. That's always so much to remember. There, a huge cat in the background. Let me put on some music here real quick. Real quick. I can't speak. Originals, wannabes, full. Are we playing something? There we go. Teddy slippers. Okay. We can play Teddy Slippers. Where is Teddy Slippers? Teddy Slippers. Oh, I forgot that I didn't add one of the albums. I need to save it when I add it. So let me just move this up here. There you go. Over here, have Teddy Slippers. My side is Looming Dread. The contrast is funny. Well, so we got the cat in, we got the big old monster in. What else do we put in here? Okay, go ahead. A pair of Teddy Slippers. What is your idea, Dick Fart? Tell me. Hey, Chiza, if you're still there, you can also make multiple requests. No problem, okay? Here's the reference. Okay, let's see what this is about. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Give me something really simple and easy to draw. Jesus. What is this anyway? Did you make this? A giant mechanical snake monster? Sandshoe from Pokemon. Nope, it's the classic from Get a Robo. So let me do some Teddy Slippers here somewhere. Maybe I'll just make one big Teddy Slipper. No, I need to make two. Otherwise, it's just Teddy Slipper and not Teddy Slippers, like in the song. Oh, another reference. Oh, very nice. Here's the reference. How about this one for the background? Ideon from Space Runaway Ideon, just floating in the distance background. Let me see. Oh, it's like a Gundam kind of a thing. Let me just finish this Teddy Slipper here. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and just copy paste it. I mean, I'm not cheating. You're cheating. Shut up. Oops. This is fun. Like God stretch up in Photoshop. But tall. What? It doesn't look stretched to me. Well, anyway, let me add this somewhere here. So he has like a square chest thing here. I find it so funny when I see robot designs and they have like this crotch area, super like with a bulge on it, you know? I'm like, yeah, dude, I get it. You wish you had a big dick. We don't all need to know that. Like, if you're drawing big dicks on your robots, dude, it's like, oh my god. Please don't. It's a robot. We don't all need to know your inferiority complexes. Generally speaking, I am not a huge fan of giant robots. You know, I think giant robots are kind of a silly idea. But that's just me. I don't know. Of course, if you like it, that's more power to you. Not, I'm not dissing anyone who likes giant robots. I know there are a lot of people that like giant robots. But, you know, I mean, we can't all have good taste, right? I'm joking, okay? I'm joking. Please don't get mad. I'm just fooling around. I don't really mean it. Well, I kind of do really mean it, but, you know, who cares what I think, right? I'm just some guy on the internet. You don't need to give me any credence. So, yeah, he has like a round head. Well, kind of like that. Is this like forward or backwards? I don't even know. It looks forward to me, so I'm gonna draw it forward. There you go. That's his head, kind of. I hope I got it more or less right. I think that's more or less okay. What do you guys think? Did I forget anything? I guess that question goes more to who told me to draw this? Was it Dick Fart? Who made this suggestion? I don't even remember. It was Dick Fart, right? Uh, also, for a reference, that robot is an actual eldritch god. Okay, well, an eldritch god, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure Cthulhu must really like enjoy his company. What you want me to draw this? This thing you keep sending me, SMK? I'll do him as a last request, but I can do him small. Okay. I think I already drew him, didn't I? Oh no, he's different from the other guy. Okay. So let me see, where can I put him? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them kind of together here. So he has a little nose like this. He has one eye that's like blacker than the other one. Why is that? Human bird's brain. There you go. So he is coming up with some kind of evil plan there. Oh, he has a, I don't know what this is on his nose. There. There you go. Yeah, no, it's someone else. Law, he's smart, by the way. Good idea. His monocle. That's why. Can't wait to see the final product. Well, there you have it. How Eldritch Ideon is? Well, that thing fart meteor storms down on multiple planets. And the one on the other side of the map is also have the arm blade that can cut the whole planet in half in a single strike. On the other side of the map? Which one? This, the let me solo her? I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you can be a little lighter, actually. There. The tall robot. The tall robot? Oh, I missed a whole bunch of messages here. That's called cold piece. That's for the leg joint. Well, if we are doing old mecha, then I request General Damos be included. General Damus. Oh, it's another robot. Or Megas XLR, your call. Bro kicks dig giant robots. What? Bro chicks dig giant robots. Oh yeah, they love giant robots. Especially when they have huge crotches. It makes us so hot when we talk about giant robots in front of girls. Did you know I don't feel ignored at all? I'm just kidding. Sorry, I was looking at the references. Here GM1 from Gundam for comparison. Okay, I think I read all the messages now. There. Now he looks like a happier robot. Digfart gets it. Sorry for the terrible misspell. Indeed happier. Yes. I dig giant robots. Chick dig giant robots. You dig giant robots. Nice. No, I have not seen the Mega XLR cartoon. What a tragedy. What is that? Let me see. Oh, yeah, it definitely looks like something I have to see no matter what. Oh, Jesus. It's not even a Japanese cartoon with giant robots. Lame. The only giant robot cartoon that I ever really got into, or anime, was well, I got into Neon Genesis Evangelion way back in the day, but I hate the ending. I think that they didn't know what they were doing. And the beginning is very mysterious and very interesting, and the ending just ruins it. And everything they've done since is just garbage. Like I have there's nothing in that the new shows that even remotely like catches my attention. But then there was Vision of Iskaflon, which was interesting. For one, it wasn't about the giant robots, which was cool. And for another, the giant robots in that one, in that anime, was, I don't know, I guess they kind of made more sense to me. Like they're magical machines or whatever. So anywho, I'll give you a reason to see it. Take this for a reason to watch it. Let me see. Oh, okay. Well, there's a hot redhead. I'm in. What is the show called again? Wait a minute. Let me save this. Oh, here we go. So let me save. Let me open this on YouTube maybe and see what we get. Then I'll check it out after the show. After the stream. Megas XLR. MLR. Ha, sold. Yeah. Oh my back. So let's go back here. Okay, so we're almost full. We have space here and here. So we need at least two more ideas to fill this thing up. And then the rest will be, well, maybe there's some space there. I know what I'm gonna do here. There, that should fill in a little bit of that gap. Although I think there's one thing missing from all of this stuff. Yeah, I need to finish that song someday. I'll take Devilman from Devilman flying for the spot 1. Devilman? I've heard that before, but I cannot remember what it is. Devilman. Oh, no, I've never seen this before. What the actual fuck is this? This looks like a very old cartoon. I mean anime. Or whatever it is. So this is what you're gonna ask me to do? Devilman is like Mickey Mouse old? Oh, I doubt that. Maybe it's like Astro Boy old, but Mickey Mouse? Not a chance. When Mickey Mouse was born, there was no animation. Well, there was, but not like widespread. You forget that Steamboat Willie wasn't the first time Mickey Mouse appeared. It was the first time he appeared as an animation. He was actually a newspaper strip for a few years before that. At least this version anyway. Pretty sure it's Spider-Man old. Well, that can be, for sure. Yeah, that's more probable. I never knew that. The more you know. You never knew how old Mickey Mouse was? Well, he's over 100 years old at this point, I think. That's why he's no longer protected by copyright, because he's existed. Oh yeah, Mickey Mouse. Here, I'll show you. Walt Disney. No, it didn't start with Steamboat Willie. Walt Disney, he wanted to make animation, but before he could make animation, he had to make money drawing Birth of Mickey Mouse. So Birth of Mickey Mouse, 1928. And Year Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie. 1928. Oh man, maybe I am wrong about this. Steamboat Willie was, well, this is an AI, so I'm not entirely sure. Steamboat Willie was released on November 18, 1928, directed by Walt Disney and Eryk. That's the name of a guy. Jesus. This black and white animated short marked the official debut of Mickey Mouse. Okay, so I was completely wrong about that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Before Mickey Mouse, there was the rabbit character. I knew he had created another, but I got it mixed up. He created, what was it? Something Rabbit. It was like Ronald Rabbit or something like that. Oswald, I think it was. Oswald Rabbit. Oswald Rabbit. Year, let me see. 1927. Well, it was 1 year before only. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit made his debut in 1927 with the animated short Trolley. Wow, Walt Disney he just went straight into animation. The guy was insane. Released September 1927, and Poor Papa, created by Walt Disney and Eryk, whoever that is. He was Disney's first major animated success before the company lost the rights to Universal. That's beautiful. The fuck, dude. So they were both in animation. Okay, so I stand completely corrected. Yeah, I knew that he had done something before Steamboat Willie, and I thought it was the comic book, but apparently he did the comic book afterwards. And before that, he had this Oswald character. I remember this from like one of those making-offs that we used to have way back in the day in VHS. And there was this little documentary about how he made Steamboat Willie and stuff. And I remember that there was something before Steamboat Willie, but it wasn't a comic book apparently. So Mickey did indeed come from a cartoon. It's funny how our memory works. In my mind, I almost remember the scene of him drawing the comic book. Or maybe he did. Maybe there was a scene there and it was after, and I just remembered incorrectly. Shit. It's the stuff of getting old. You start mixing everything up. Roger Rabbit? No, Roger Rabbit is a much more recent. That's like at around the same time Back to the Future came around, right? I don't know. Oswald was the first rabbit, the first creature. I thought he was still copyrighted by Disney. Yeah, so the original Mickey Mouse, you have to be very careful, because if you draw him colored, the colored version of Mickey Mouse is still protected by copyright, but the black and white version isn't anymore. I think it was like last year, everyone was like, oh, Mickey Mouse is not protected under copyright anymore. It's public, how do you say that? Public property, public use, something like that. So you can actually sell t-shirts with the black and white Mickey Mouse from Steamboat Willie, and Disney can't do anything against you. So yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they use that for everything because of this, but you have to be very careful, because like public domain. Yes, thank you. So yeah, Disney no longer has ownership, like exclusive ownership of the original black and white Mickey Mouse. If you color him, then it's not that original Mickey Mouse anymore. So yeah, the current will always be copyrighted. No, it depends on the year. Like 100 years from now, every Mickey Mouse that we know today will be public domain. because everything becomes public domain after 70 years. I don't know. I need to look this up, but uh, when do things become public domain? So according to the Google AI, in the United States, works generally entered the public domain 95 years after publication. Yeah, I knew it was 90 something. Or corporate-owned works, or 70 years after death of the author for works created by individuals. So there you have it. So there are a few circumstances, different circumstances, depending on who owned it, right? So in the case of Mickey Mouse, it was probably 95 years because he was created in 27, right? 28, something like that. And now we are in 2026. Yeah, that's 95. That's over 95 years. It was 95 years last year. Is that right? Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, so but you have to be careful because every year, I don't know how many years, Disney came out with a different Mickey Mouse, right? And each one of those has like a copyright. Like Minnie Mouse is still probably not, is maybe she is public domain already because she came out in one of those old cartoons. Was she in the original Steamboat Willie? I can't remember because I've seen her in black and white cartoons, but I don't know if it was that one or what was another one. Anyway, so yeah. Oswald, Mickey Mouse, Roger Rabbit. No, yeah, he was a trailblazer. Yeah, Walt Disney, he was racist and all that stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of uh like bad publicity, I guess, around how racist he was and stuff like that. But there's no doubt that he was like a genius. Like he was, I mean, he imagined, there were animations already existing, but he was the guy that said, you know what, we're gonna make a commercially viable thing here. And he just created animation as we know it today. The comic book you were talking about is Animation Slide. Public domain. Animation Slide? I'm not sure what you mean by that. They did all animation by hand, which was cool. Yeah. Well, a lot of people still do. Like in Japan, it's a very common thing still. If it can become public domain, it is not current. Oh yeah, that's true. Fair enough. Maybe, yeah. Oh, someone just uh God damn it. How do I remove this? Oh, god damn it. Someone from Kik is making some kind of come to us. That's the fun part. He isn't racist. It's the newspaper being a vulture. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've seen some cartoons that were, I mean, they were racist. If you're like a super lefty today, you would watch that cartoon and say like, "Oh, that is racist." I'm not sure it was completely racist. Like there's a cartoon that Disney made. I don't know if it was Disney or if it was someone else, called Lazy Town, and it's a town full of black people, and everyone is lazy there until a hot girl shows up, which is kind of racist when you stop to think about it. And but I don't know. That's not what I care about anyway. I mean, everyone has flaws, right? But there's just no denying what a genius he was. Did you know he wanted Snow White to have not to have any remakes, but they did anyway? Yeah. Well, he's dead. He's been dead for decades, so Disney can do whatever they want now, right? I don't know. Fuck Disney. I used to love Disney. Now I hate Disney. All those spammers and scammers. Yeah. For some reason, I cannot delete this message. Ah, this is such a pain. Do I have to go directly to the site? There. That's kind of annoying. So anyway, Scrub Me Mama with a Boogie Beat from Universal Pictures. Is that the one? Let me see. Oh yeah, this is the Lazy Town cartoon. Exactly. So yeah, Disney did those kind of cartoons as well. Um, and a lot of people think it's racist, but I don't know. It's also like maybe it was a little bit racist, but back in those days it was kind of commonplace. I don't know. There's nothing like extremely grotesque about it. Like they're not, saying the N word and being. It's just a silly little cartoon with a bunch of lazy black guys. So I mean, it's not the most racist thing if it is racist. So I don't know. Personally, I just look at the history of the thing and I'm more interested in like people making animation and less interested in people talking about the pioneers uh, of animation and saying that they were racist. It's like saying the founders of the United States were all slave owners and like, yeah, dude, because in those days everyone owned slaves. It's like imagine if like 100 years from now, owning a cell phone is like the worst criminal thing you could possibly do. And then you say, oh, everyone in those days were a bunch of racists because they owned cell phones. Like, dude, everyone owns cell phones today. Like, if you don't own a cell phone, how are you even gonna get a job? So I I don't think it's like a justification. I don't think it was right for slavery to ever have existed. But at the same time, you need to study a little bit of history and understand the circumstances. Because the guys who created the United States, like I'm a big fan of the American Constitution. Like they created a country that was like it was the best country ever created. It's like uh, when you talk about creation of a nation, those guys like they wanted their country to be a cool place to live, and that's kind of awesome in a way. So I'm not ready to bash them just because they own slaves like everyone else in the world. At the same time, obviously slavery is like one of the most disgusting things that humans have ever come up with. So it is what it is. I don't know. I'm babbling. Actually, it's mostly Universal Picture work. Walt Disney have other work to do to care about it. Oh, I see. Yeah, Disney put a warning information in front of their movies now for a precaution. Yeah, that's silly. Like that for me is like, why, dude? It's from 100 years ago. You know, like literally, it's from 100 years ago or 80 years ago. So not everyone owned them. Top 22% did. Yeah, no, I know. I know that there were plenty of poor people, and I know that. But the guys that did own them were like, at the same time, they created an awesome nation. I don't know. Almost at 2 hours long for the stream. Oh, thanks, Frank. Thanks for the heads up. I don't know, man. I think cannibalism is worse. Well, when you're talking about, because cannibalism was never like a widespread problem like slavery was. Like slavery was a widespread problem all around the world. There's slavery until to this day. There's still slavery in the north of Africa and in um, like in North Korea and in China, in some places. So slavery, I think slavery is worse than cannibalism because of how prevalent it is, Like cannibalism is, in some cases it's justifiable. Like if you're lost in the mountains and all you have to eat are your dead comrades, like I would eat it and I would survive, dude. I would not like die, you know? Maybe I would be disgusted and revolted with myself, but I would rather live to see my daughter again, you know. Whereas slavery is not like that. Like you can't justify owning slaves like that, So I don't know. We're talking about two horrible things either way, so it's like really it depends on your perspective, I guess. So yeah. Nah, mate. Cannibalism solve population problem. Oh, Jesus Christ. And world hunger. You people are not invited to my party once I win the lottery. Oh my God. Yeah, so Dickfart took a real dark turn there all of a sudden. I want my house without bite marks. Yeah, well, I'll promise not to bite your ass then. No, I'm just saying, like there have been plenty of horrible things throughout our history, and it's better to understand why it happened rather than just condemn it, Like if we weren't able to learn from our past and forgive mistakes, like, I don't know, there are countries that would never get out of the, I don't know, like even Germany, which is now like a super cool country. I mean, they had like Nazis, right? Cannibalism. I'm just saying, Alex 2026. Hear me out. Isn't there that meme like cannibalism? Now hear me out. Oh, you guys. Oh, I need to get something to drink. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's try to fill in these little gaps we have here, and then call it a day for this drawing. Let me see. I need some idea for this spot here. Right here. Hey, that ball gave me an idea. So I'm gonna make it like this. Guess what I'm going to draw? Can anyone guess? Anyone? Anyone? My Sandshrew? Yeah. Yes, it's your Sandshrew for sure. Death Star? Is it the Death Star, I wonder? I don't know. Let's see. Now, who here is a Star Wars nerd? Can anyone tell me if this is the first Death Star or the second one? Pokeball. No, not a Pokeball. This is going to be a peak. To be peak. Oh, thank you. First? Are you sure? First one. Second one never finished. You guys are too nerdy. Yeah, that's right. The first one would have like a big hole here. Right? Not the first one, the second one, sorry. The first one was the one that they finished. So this is the... Did you guys like that series? Did you even watch that series, Andor? I personally thought it was one of the best Star Wars I've seen Disney produce. Unless you are making a troll and it's the 80s TNMT techno drums. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? No, it's not. Well, troll mention. Why? Because we old. See ya. I gotta go. Okay, for the haircut, right? Yeah, good luck with that. Bye. I hadn't watched anything besides YouTube in years now. Oh, well, I really recommend Andor. Andor is like a really nice, a really good show. Somehow it slipped under Disney's radar, and the guy that made Rogue One just made an amazing show. Not sure how he got away with it, but he did. I think it's really good. Like the Mandalorian was cool, but it was more like the original Star Wars, I would say, right? While Andor is kind of like a Star Wars for adults. You know, it's the themes are much more adult, and I really like that. So yeah. No, let me see. Nah. I'm gonna do it by hand. Oh shit. to. I didn't feel Andor was a Star Wars show. Yeah, a lot of people say that, but now I want to know why. It's a good show from what I have seen, but not a single frame of that show felt to me like Star Wars. So, but why not? Tell me why. Tell me why. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my wife. My wife loves Backstreet Boys and that kind of stuff, and I have that stuff in my head because I want to know why. Because a lot of people say, oh, there are no lightsabers and stuff like that, right? There's no force. There's no, and I have an answer to that. I want to know what your answer is first. Ain't nothing but heartache. Apparently, it's not Warzone. What? Tell me why. Dun, 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 dun. Tell me why. Yeah, my wife loves Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and all that stuff. And now she's like super into the K-pop stuff as well. All the designs, no costume looked like Star Wars. The sets, red goddamn bricks are not Star Wars. The music was not like Star Wars. The camera work was modern, not like Star Wars. That's true. I think the filming of the thing was very different from Star Wars. I agree with that. Basically everyone shoots a handgun and not assault rifle. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. So here's what I have to say. Now, I don't know, do you prefer the original trilogy or the prequel trilogy? Which one is your is your jam? Your average, I never want to hear you say. Your average scene in Star Wars will always have laser just flying around like Black Friday. Battlefronts. Hey, Battlefront is a terrible example of what Star Wars is supposed to be, dude. I'm sorry to have to tell you that. Well, here's my theory. So, a lot of people said that Andor wasn't a Star Wars show, and a lot of those people were like fans of the prequels. And in the prequels, every other guy had a lightsaber. Every other guy was either a Sith or a Jedi or something, right? And in the OT, I like the original trilogy more, but I grew out of prequels hate. Best Revenge of the Sith. That movie can suck it. Besides, oh, Revenge of the Sith, that movie can suck it. I actually thought the first one was worse than the Revenge of the Sith. But I all of the prequel trilogies has a huge problem for me is that it's like the Force is all of a sudden very central to the galaxy. Like in the original trilogy, you have Han Solo, a guy who flew from one corner of the galaxy to the other, saying that he didn't believe in mystical forces because he had never seen anyone use the Force. Now, if the Empire was 30 years old at that point, 30 years old, right? There would be legends, there would be stories, there would be something. Like people wouldn't have simply forgotten that the Force exists, that Jedi once existed. And that is the case. So when I went to see the prequels, I expected the Jedi to be some kind of hidden, like mysterious organization, and not that they lived in the capital, like, and there were like 100 Jedis, you know? So that's the big problem for me. I think a lot of the people that didn't like Andor, they were fans of the prequels, and they thought, well, where is all the lightsabers? Where is all the... And Star Wars is not that. For me, There was like one guy in the galaxy, two guys in the galaxy that knew how to wield a lightsaber. One was Darth Vader and the other one was Luke Skywalker. Not even the Emperor wielded a lightsaber. Like, he had energy, electrical things coming out of his hands. And that's why no one knew what the Force was, because it was a mysterious thing, you know? And the prequels completely destroyed that. Like, everyone knew what a Jedi was. Like, you went to the most distant place in the galaxy, found a little slave boy that was Anakin, right? And he knew what a Jedi was. A slave boy in a backwater world, he knew what a Jedi was. He told Qui-Gon, "Oh, you're a Jedi, aren't you?" Like, he's super smart. He knows what a Jedi is. Dude, he wouldn't have no idea what a Jedi was. He would never have seen a Jedi. He would never have heard of a Jedi. So that's what I think that a lot of people get wrong about Andor. Andor is faithful to the original trilogy. And in the original trilogy, the Force wasn't everywhere. Not everyone was a Jedi. And most people in the galaxy, by far, like 99.99% of the people, lived the way that Andor lived, without ever encountering the Force ever in his life. So Andor is more Star Wars to me than all of the prequels put together. That's my argument. Anyway, I just had to rant because this is one of the things that I'm very passionate about. Sorry. Anyway, Battlefront. I like the OT more, but okay. It's literally called Star Wars. Yeah, it's the stars, the wars in the stars. Besides, okay, that's what you meant, right? I kind of got that. I think it's because of the time gap. No, I think that it's not the time gap, because they're in a time where the Jedi had kind of been all hunted down, you know, and I think that people who watch Andor didn't they found it hard to put themselves in a place where the Jedi didn't exist the way that, you know, they used to. They were expecting something like the prequels, where at least one Jedi would appear somewhere hiding, you know, and that was not the case. So yeah, I agree that Star Wars does not need lightsabers to be good, but to be Star Wars, you can't just slap a sticker with the name Star Wars on it. And Andor is that to me. Oh, I disagree. I disagree because the spirit of the rebels. When you watch the original trilogy and you see what the rebels are doing, like, I can easily see Andor there, because he is not like the hero that Luke Skywalker is going to be, you know. He's like the everyday kind of man that helped build the alliance in the end, you know. So I don't think that they just slapped a sticker on it. I think that the guy who created Andor, he was like, I want to show what normal people did while Luke was out saving the galaxy. And so I don't think it's like, I get what you're saying, that it's a very different kind of Star Wars, but for me, it's definitely still Star Wars. It's still Star Wars. The presence of the Empire, like the Empire's forces, you know, is very well done with the Star Destroyers and you know, just the presence of stormtroopers or what have you is very well done. Like, they are it's a very oppressive presence, and that's very good. And Andor is like that to me. I completely different product with Star Wars sticker on it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Because if you watch other shows like Stargate or Battlestar Galactica or, you know, other shows, they feel like something else. When you watch Andor, it feels like Star Wars. It may look different, I agree, but it feels like those days or those years before Luke met Obi-Wan, you know? It feels that way to me. Like, this is the dark times before Luke entered the rebellion. That's how I feel about it. I don't think it's just a sticker. I get that it's different. I agree that it's very different. The tone is different. It's not as playful and as lighthearted as Star Wars the original trilogy movies were. It's much more darker, but it still is Star Wars for me, I think. I don't know. It was a good show in general, even if you like disregard that it was or wasn't Star Wars. It was a very good show. The characters are well developed, and I like the idea of having a darker, more grown up thing, because George Lucas keeps saying, "Oh, Star Wars is for kids. Star Wars is for kids," and dude, yeah, look, every kid who loves Star Wars, like the original trilogy, is now a grown ass man. They don't want kid stuff anymore. They want something like Andor. I don't know. That's my opinion about it. I really like the idea of having some, and I'm not against like having uh, the movies be for kids and having this show that's like a different tone for adults. I think both things can coexist easily. Either way, Battlefront is the most faithful to Star Wars because it put war into Star Wars. Now, the thing that bothered me about Battlefront is just that EA made it like the most egregious gambling thing, and with the loot boxes and stuff. I have nothing against the game itself. From what I've seen of the game, it looks really fun. Actually, I'm not dissing it at all. So we got a Death Star here, and I guess I'll do some. I'll do some TIE fighters here. I'm sorry, I really nerd out when it comes to Star Wars. Star Wars is my jam. I'm never gonna argue that Andor is bad, but I'll never see it as Star Wars. Sorry, I'm a visual guy first. If the creators don't hire the old crew to design the set, costumes, and props, and didn't limit their filming techniques to the ones used in Star Wars, I'll just never see it as Star Wars. That's just me. No, I think your opinion is completely valid. I'm not saying that. I agree with you that the series is different. It's like essentially very fundamentally different from the original Star Wars, because the original Star Wars is like a fairy tale. It was meant to be a fairy tale. George Lucas was very clear about that. It was like the farm boy that went and learned to be a knight and save the princess. Like that is literally the plot, part of the plot at least, of Star Wars. Like it's a fairy tale. So I get what you mean. It is very different. And I'm glad that you don't think it's bad, because I think it's really good. But yeah, I think that it was a very nice addition to the universe for me, because we've had a ton of additions to Star Wars, right? Like from the expanded universe that Disney simply threw out with Mara Jade and Thrawn, two of my favorite characters ever, to all the comic books, to the video games, to everything. And of all the different editions, I think that Andor was one that I liked the most. Like my favorite character will always be Mara Jade. Mara Jade is like my number one character, and I would love to see her in a series that wasn't made by Disney. As long as Disney is making it, I don't want them to touch Mara Jade, because they will just ruin her. But in my book, Luke married her and had a son called Ben Skywalker. That's just it. For me, that's what happens. So yeah, and I think that Andor was like a good addition, to the whole thing. I don't think that Star Wars needs to be like one thing. It can be a fun kids movie, and it can also be an interesting novel, like the ones that have Mara Jade and Andor and Thrawn. She would be race swapped since she is a ginger. Yeah, they would make her black. What is it with Hollywood making every ginger ever made into a black girl? I don't get it. It's like they think that gingers are black people. I never understood that. Like they've done it with every single character. Like I saw the other day. Let me show you this to you guys. Ginger characters that were made black. I saw this image the other day, and it's like it's mind-boggling. All the characters. Look here. Copy. I think it was this one. Check this out. Look at this. Ginger. Well, she's kind of Asian, but ginger, dark skin, ginger, dark skin, ginger, dark skin, ginger, dark skin, or whatever this kid is. I don't know. Maybe he's Indian. Ginger, dark skin, ginger, dark skin, ginger, black, 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 Ariel of all characters. Black, ginger, black, ginger, black, ginger, black. Although this one, the what's her name? Starfire. Starfire is kind of black. She is. She always had dark skin, so she's like maybe Indian or like from India, or some kind of dark skin. So that one is like, okay, if you want to let that one pass. Don't know who this is. I don't know who half these characters are, by the way. But ginger black, or whatever this girl is. This guy turning black was hilarious. Like he's a Viking guy, and he's black. I mean, I know there were slaves and there were black people, and that people are already educated me on this. That there were black people in the Vikings because they took slaves from all around the world and whatever. But look, I mean, seriously, dude, what the fuck? I think Hollywood thinks that ginger people are just black people. I don't get it. It's so weird. Anyway. I can answer that. It was inside Hollywood joke. Can just be because of talent. Starfire's skin is orange. Yeah, I know she's orange, but if you're going to adapt that into a human being, you can kind of argue that, well, she's kind of dark skinned, so it kind of makes sense that it would be a black person. I mean, that's the one that I have the least problem with. That's what I'm saying. Because she's an alien. She can be whatever, It was like the same thing with the girl from Guardians of the Galaxy. The green skin girl. They put a black actress there, and she was perfectly fine. That she was great as that character. I have no issue with that at all. And I don't have issue with the actors themselves, by the way, because most of them are like good actors. That's not the problem at all. Starfire had orange skin. They didn't paint the actress orange. Well, yeah, that's a thing. They should have painted her orange, maybe. But I don't know. I didn't see that show anyway. Also, Tom Holland and Zendaya are married now. Yeah. I used to think that Zendaya was like, I didn't understand the appeal of her. Like I think she's a good actress, but I didn't see what the whole fuss was about until I saw her interviews. Dude, she is so good at public appearances. Like she is like the funniest girl. She is like the sweetest girl. She is awesome. Like she is hilarious. I kind of fell in love with her a little bit because I think what the first time I saw her was in Dune, and in Dune I think she didn't fit. Like she was the wrong person for that role. She looked like an American black girl and not like someone who lived in the desert, So I was kind of like, dude, what the fuck? Why is this girl here, But after I saw her interviews, I was kind of like, okay, I get it. She, like you meet her and you want her to be in things just because she's an awesome person, Who are they again? Who again? Tom Holland and Zendaya. Tom Holland is the new Spider-Man, and Zendaya is, well, the new MJ, like the Peter Parker's girlfriend. Peter Parker and Mary Jane in the MCU movies. Yeah. They're like the new super couple in Hollywood now, and they've been there for like maybe a decade now, maybe. I don't know. In the recent years, they're like the super popular couple that all the young people like, you know. So, and I have nothing against them. I think Tom Holland isn't the greatest actor, but he's not the worst actor either. Like he does a fine Peter Parker. I think that when you see him in roles that where he should be more adult, like in Uncharted, for example, he looks like a brat. He looks like a really young guy who doesn't know what he's doing, which for Peter Parker kind of fits, you know. But for other roles, you kind of feel like, oh, this guy isn't that versatile, you know. Uh, and whereas Zendaya, for example, if you watch her, every role that she played that was like an American role, she nailed it. Like she really is good at that. I think she kind of dropped the ball in June. I didn't like her in June because she felt like an American, you know. She felt like she didn't belong in that universe. I don't know. Maybe it was the directing. I don't know what it was. Maybe she just doesn't know really how to act like an Arabian girl. I don't know. But yeah, she that was a miscast for me. But I really like her. I think she's a great actress. So Alex, about the inside joke in Hollywood, the face swapping gingers. The joke is that if you swap the letters ginger, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? You can make the no word. Ah, okay. The instant I read, if you swap the letters ginger, okay, I got it. Yeah, I think I heard that joke before. I kind of forgot about it. That's why they do it. Oh, you know, I kind of hope that's it, actually, because if it's not something that stupid, it's something even stupider. Like, we need to swap somewhere. Well, there's a ginger here. Let's swap them. Oh my god. It is kind of funny though. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, enough talking. Let's fill in the gaps here and finish this drawing because we are coming up on 3 hours. We have about half an hour still. Um, Actually, I think mm, maybe I'll do some more TIE fighters here. Just to fill in some blank places. Mm, um, you got any butterflies in the picture, such as pictures need butterflies and seagulls? Butterflies. Well, let's see. There. A more realistic looking butterfly. But not Steven Seagal. Oh, Jesus. Sometimes I need to slow down because I'm drawing so fast and I mess it all up. So there's a little guy hanging out there. Seagulls. I kind of want to put a random explosion here. When I was a kid, I would draw these random explosions in my drawings. And I would go like... And my mom would ask me, why do you always draw wars? And I would tell her, dude, wars are awesome. I love wars. Because all I knew about wars was like Rambo and G.I. Joe. You drew tornadoes? Why tornadoes? So I guess... I guess we're kind of done. They are simple to draw. Just draw fast from left to right, back and forth, and each time more narrow. Well, true enough. Maybe I should draw a tornado somewhere here. Damn it, now we don't have space anymore. There. Move the butterfly. Make a tornado in its place. Oh. But then where do we put the butterfly? Let me see. Oops. Maybe that's what SpongeBob is looking at. Actually, there. So a tornado here, huh? Let's see. Make a tornado in its place beneath the third. Nah, I think it's better with SpongeBob there. I think I need to merge all these ink layers because I kind of separated some things. There. It's actually the other way around. This is longer. Drawing Star Wars is another thing that's super nostalgic for me. Hey, Halo. Hey, I drew your thing. Where is your thing? Here. Oh, you're coming in from YouTube. That's awesome. At least we can see that it's working, because I was afraid that YouTube wasn't streaming my thing. So I think we're kind of done. I think I'm just going to take the color away so that everything is like black and white, including this Huntrix here thing, because it's mostly black and white. So, you know, having just one colored thing is kind of weird. So yeah, I think that's it. File save, file export. No, it's gonna be here, here, here. JPEG. Where is it? Here. So this is the result from day 3 and the final result, I guess. I'm heading out for now. See you later. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream now, I think, as well. Thanks for dropping by, everyone who is here. Thanks to everyone who's gonna watch on YouTube or wherever. How are we doing on time? Well, we have 12 more minutes. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna end it. Unless anyone wants something. If anyone wants to add anything, now's the time, I guess. Otherwise, it was super fun. And yeah, we should do this more sometime. I think for next week, I'm gonna go back to drawing like separate drawings for everyone. Yeah, I think everyone pitched in a lot. It was fun. I'm gonna leave it black and white just because, you know, that's what we did. We did a black and white drawing, so coloring it after the stream is kind of, it's gonna be a lot of work because it's a lot of things to color, but also, yeah, I think I like it black and white. Okay, so if no one has any more inputs, that's fine. If you do, that's okay. Maybe I'll do it in the next stream. I'm gonna wait a little longer here just to see if anyone has anything that they want to say. Otherwise, I'm gonna end the stream here, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Okay? So I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer. I guess I'll leave the stream on while I post this so that if anyone has anything else to say, I'll be able to see it. Okay? If you guys want to go leaving and heading out, that's fine as well. Don't worry. So I already saved this. What I want to do is post this on, well, first on Discord. And hopefully this time the YouTube video will already be up, because I was streaming on YouTube as well and the video goes up directly. So we'll see how that works. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but you know, it is what it is. Where is it? Here. Final version. Collab artwork from Monday and Friday. And today, Friday. Super fun. to make. Hope everyone had fun as well. Okay, so I'm posting this on Discord. Gonna post this on... Oh, I forgot the devil guy. I'm sorry, whoever requested the devil guy, I forgot their request here. But I think it's okay. I mean, we there wasn't much space anymore anyway. So Blue Sky and Twitter and DeviantArt. So DeviantArt, where is it here? Six. Day 3, March 6th. There you go. Okay, so no AI, cartoon, concept art, ink, digital art, pixel art, no. Fan art, sure. Character design, collaboration, collab. There you go. Yeah. So it is up on DeviantArt. Now I'm gonna post it on now it's on Blue Sky, and now it's on Twitter. There you go. Okay, so I can close this, and this. Discard. Okay, so I'm gonna close everything here. What the fuck, dude? Okay, so it looks like there are 7 people still here. Click the button and subscribe. I'm fine with I may input. So whoever is still watching, I guess I'm gonna end the stream here. I don't see Art Aniki on, so I can't raid him. I usually like to raid him whenever he's on, but I think he's gonna come on later today. I'm not sure if he's streaming today. But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you to everyone who is watching from Twitter, YouTube, or Kick, wherever you are. It was awesome having you. And thank you if you're watching on YouTube later on. That's awesome. Thank you as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye bye.